Bass jam music playing in the background, Scotty. We're back here in North Kingstown for what is sure to be a fast and great battle of the Skippers and the Knights.
There's a big test for NK tonight at home against another top team in the state. Let's see how it goes.
And the tip to bat it around to Central. Up ahead quickly. Good rebound by Horn.
Really great rebound.
Look at Jamel. It's going to be Kenny, Horn, Izzo, Peterson, and Smiley for the Skippers. Up and in by Big Red.
What a pass from Mason. Great vision on that play.
And we should see plenty of that tonight. Kenny inside to Big Red all game. That's the secret recipe, Scotty. And it's going to be Mangum, Redwood, Almeida, Belcher, and Thomas for the Knights.
Nice block there by Jamel.
The Skippers come away with it. Watch Mangum for the Knights. He is a big-time player, Scotty. Horn can't get the up and in.
And it's off to a
Mangum with a nice spin move. Good dish off. Looked like he traveled. No call, up and in.
Yeah, I think he got away with the travel there. But
it happens.
It does. So, I mean, we can't be right every time.
And Central in their trademark man-to-man pressure, which we'll see a lot of. And up and in again by Big Red.
If NK can turn these fast breaks into layups, I don't know if they can stick with it.
And Big Red currently on pace for what seems to be 140 points or so, Scotty.
Do you do that in your head? Do you do that math in your head?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm like a calculator.
Oh my God. Nice box out there by Nate on the last play. Get position, get the foul call.
We've seen enough of Nate Izzo to know that he does the little things right.
That's right. And rebounding, boxing out position, that's all going to be a key against an athletic team like Central.
That's right. Mason pulls up. It's a good shot for him. Jamel's going to get a lot of rebounds tonight, it seems. He's kind of a tree among not as big trees.
Well, yeah, he's got a big height advantage tonight. And North Kingstown's team has a height advantage.
NK's got to look inside first almost every possession.
They got to turn those fast breaks into layups.
And like we said, Izzo working on Mangum. It's going to be a tough matchup for him. Central's a team full of athletes. 3 by Almeida is no good. Kenny's going to set it up. Inside to Jamel, and he gets fouled.
And, you know, if they can go inside every time down the court, what's wrong with that? You know, getting easy layups, going to the foul line.
You got to play to your strengths, and Central wants to run and shoot threes. Let's pound the ball inside.
Exactly, you know. Whatever they can do, they want it. Who's going to, you know, I don't want to say impose your will, but who's going to impose their will?
Just this once.
All right, that's it. I'm done.
All right.
No more.
All right.
But who's going to make the other team adjust?
Horn's first free throw is no good. You make a good point. I mean, if you can run like Central, you run. And if NK wanted to run and gun, they could, but
they've got the height advantage.
They'd rather slow the ball down, play a half-court set, and work the ball inside. It makes sense.
Good point.
And Horn's second free throw is up and good. An early 5-2 lead for the Skippers with 14:08 to go in the first half. Skippers staying a man-to-man. And Redwood throws it away. He gets right by Kenny, but throws it away.
Yeah, he actually beat Will off the dribble there.
Smiley.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Yeah, that's right. But I don't know if NK will be able to play that man-to-man D. It's like they're getting whatever they want. They're just not executing right now.
NK has broken the press very well this year. We've seen them not really struggle with it all. And right there again.
Really nice.
Up and in by Smiley. 7 points and 6 of them in the paint, Scotty, so far.
Really impressive so far.
I would like to see more of that, and I'm sure Coach Thomas would as well.
Yeah.
Mangum working on Izzo. He's got a size advantage on Nate. Up and off the glass. Give that kid some Windex.
That's a nice shot right there. The Windex, man, huh?
And look how composed Mason is. He's in the middle of a press, 3 guys on him, but he's just calm and cool. Loses the dribble a little bit, doesn't panic.
You know, he's got a lot of experience playing point guard against really quality defenders. It's got to help him come time to play in high school.
He's been doing it for a while, and of course all his AAU experience as well.
Right.
Good pass. What a pass by Smiley.
Really nice play there. Working their offense to perfection right now.
And all the Skippers' points in the paint so far, Scotty. Look for more of that.
I think it's the first time out we're going to see both coaches make adjustments defensively.
Yep. Maxwell Duncan into the game for the Knights. He'll play some point guard. Mangum's got a nice looking stroke. Jamel and Mason not sure who's going to grab the rebound. Mason comes away with it. And look inside. They have Smiley, Scotty.
Yep, Smiley, Horn, Peterson. They've got the matchups inside. Look at the mismatch on Peterson and Horn for that matter.
And it's Kenny who just misses the layup.
Oh wow.
Horn collects Izzo. Oh, no good. A mad scramble for rebounds, and the Knights come away with it with numbers. Mangum working on Smiley, now working on Izzo.
Wow, that's a deep
Redwood.
three.
Deep three from Redwood, no good, and the smallest guy on the court, Redwood, collects. And our very own stat stud, Charlie Marshall, with the assist.
You know, that's why he makes him a stud always.
He can fill out the stat chart with his own name. And amazingly, Jamel Horn with 6 boards already.
He's been all
We're
over the
4
place.
minutes into the game, and Jamel with 6 rebounds.
How many offensive does he have? 3. Wow.
Look for a lot of that.
Yeah.
It's going to be the Skippers playing an inside game. It's going to be a contrast of styles, inside or outside. Something's got to give. And I think you've got to like the inside game in that circumstance because the 3 comes and goes, but when you've got good inside play, good post play, it tends to be a little more consistent.
Exactly. Consistency, that's the key here.
And speaking of consistency, Kenny's still not panicking. What a great pass to Peterson. And Peterson returns the favor to Smiley. Izzo hands off to Kenny. He'll set it up with 11:45 to go in the first half, a 9-6 Skipper lead. Going on the post has worked, and it almost continues to work.
All over the backboards.
It does continue to work.
Smiley, Horn, all over the backboards. They can't be stopped.
And Will Smiley asserting himself inside, and it's an 11-6 Skippers lead. 10 of those points in the paint.
Yeah.
We'll keep talking about that because it's going to be all post play for the Skippers. And Jamel Horn with 8 boards, Scott.
8 boards in 5 minutes of action.
Solid pace.
Not bad.
It's on pace for like a 70 rebound game. We're going to break some records tonight. And it's going to be interesting to see if will Central keep settling for jump shots if they keep falling into a hole here, or will they start to go inside too?
Good question.
Good pass by Thomas. Duncan can't finish. Izzo collects. And Kenny right by Thomas.
Coach Thomas is electing to go at a what?
What a take by
What
Mason.
A take by Mason. Coach Thomas is electing to.
Mason Kenny with the razzle dazzle. And the finish, a 13-6 Skippers lead, 10:50 to go, and a much-needed timeout by Central.
You know, you didn't mention it. In his new kicks tonight, we got Justin O'Connor who just entered the game, and that's the first adjustment we've seen. Coach Thomas looking to go at a smaller lineup, trying to speed up the tempo.
And the Skippers with 7 offensive rebounds in just over 4 minutes of play, Scotty.
Exactly, that's going to be the key. That's why I got a 7-point lead.
If they crash the boards like this and keep scoring inside, I can't see them losing this basketball game.
So, the coach of Central's got to change it up a little bit. Something's got to change here. They can't keep doing what they're doing because it's not working.
Well, you know, their style is run and gun. They're going to run the whole game, and they're going to pressure the whole game, and they don't get tired. So it's going to be a real test of the Skippers' endurance to see if they can stay with this team for the entire game. I'm not doubting them. It's going to be a test.
It's true.
Duncan working on J.O.'s in the game now for the Skippers, number 34. And everybody else stays the same. He replaced Peterson. Tough pass cross court. Thomas shoots it and got it.
Nice shot. Tough pass, like you said, but good ball movement to get him open look.
That's what they're going to do. It's going to be quick, crisp ball movement, and they're going to try and get jump shots for themselves. And it worked there. A 13-8 Skippers lead, 10:20 to go in the first half. Kenny.
Oh my
Mason
goodness.
Kenny is a magician.
My goodness.
The ball's to his left, to his right, lost it, up and under, collected it, and somehow scooped it up and in. Don't underestimate the abilities of Mason Kenny.
Oh.
Great pass by Mangum.
Really nice
And the
pass.
finish. And James Belcher with a bucket there. He has 30 points in their game against EWG, so that kid can fill it up in a hurry. Don't lose track of him.
Nice.
Good pass by J.O. Horn can't finish. Izzo can't finish. But they get rebounds whenever they want. And Smiley gets one there, keeping the possession alive.
Jump ball.
Lopez into the game for Smiley, and Big Red checks back in, and he's going to replace Jamel. And you cannot say enough about what Jamel has done early.
Really impressive so far. I don't know if he's going to be out too long, though, if he can keep dominating the way he's done.
He pretty much needs to play every minute, especially in a game like this. When you have a big advantage in the post, you need Jamel Horn, you need Brad, you need Smiley.
I mean, you just see the rotation Coach Thomas is electing with.
Right.
Taking out Peterson, now he's back in, and now you're going to give Horn and Smiley a little blow, but you want them back in soon, too.
He always substitutes smartly enough that he always has big men on the floor when he needs them, but he still rests one of the 3 big men. You know, he's been the head coach here for over 10 years for a reason. He knows what he's doing.
You know, and Central's taking the pressure off a little bit, the full court pressure.
Oh, nice move in the post by Peterson. Not that they even need post moves. They can pretty much just go up with the ball. They all have a few inches on people inside. But if you got the post moves, use them.
That's true, Alex.
And we're seeing J.O. taking over some of the ball handling duties and letting Mason get some looks at shooting guard. And Peterson to the line for 2. 15-10 Skippers lead with 9:21 to go in the first half. Peterson's first free throw is up and good. And if you can't hear them over our microphones, the Central fans are here in pretty sizable numbers, and they're making some noise.
They are. You know, this is every team so far has seemed to brought a good crowd with them. So maybe the word's out.
The target's on our back.
Yeah,
the Skippers are the team to beat. The fans know when to show up. And they have some chants going. Can't quite understand them. Up and in by Belcher.
Really nice
pass. We talked about him.
You know,
he can fill it up.
Mangum's doing a good job of getting in the lane, getting attention, and then finding the open guy.
Mangum's a good player. You can tell. He knows how to play the game. Reminds me a lot of Mason Choice. Peterson, tough roll.
Mason Choice for Rogers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Similar style of play.
Yeah, he's really in control almost the whole time.
And they're both big guys who play in the perimeter. They're both 6'3" or so, 6'4", and playing in the perimeter. So
yeah.
Some guys just like to shoot the basketball. Peterson was good, showing some handle by Big Red. Core to the bucket, no call. And it'll be Knights basketball.
No, deflected off the Knights.
All right, Skipper basketball.
Yep.
Thank God you're here, Scotty.
I know,
What would I do without you?
I've got the better angle for the court.
I barely got by without you last game. Charlie Marshall was, our stat stuff was obviously a fantastic fill on. Nice take by Big Red and 1.
Really nice play. Once again, pounding inside, but got to give Charlie the admirable.
Give him all the credit in the world, but there's just something about having Scotty Anderson next to you during a broadcast.
They can't keep me down. I love it.
I mentioned how just like your boy Dickie V. He's out injured. You're out injured. Well, injured in quotations, but you're both out of action.
And he's going to be back soon.
You're both tough. And the free throw was no good by Peterson, but nonetheless, a 19-12 Skippers lead. 8:25 to go in the first half. Redwood sets it up, and they're dropping out of that, trying to run people into the ground, and they're running some plays, but stolen away by Big Red. So they have slowed it down a little bit. They're going to try and create inside, I would imagine, or at least try and work for some shots. Kenny's take is no good. Collected by Peterson. He's fouled.
Got an offensive on Peterson.
They called the push-off on Brad.
Sometimes when you're getting all the rebounds, it seems like you deserve every one, and maybe he pushed off, tried to get an advantage.
Brad will get his rebounds. It's not a problem. And Brad goes to the bench with his second foul, and he's replaced by Ryan Eaton.
Good defense.
Actually, Jamel Horn back in the game. Eaton checked in previously. And Mangum recovers. Nice pass by Mangum up ahead to Thomas. Off the glass.
Thomas has really got a smooth stroke. That's the second or third jump shot he's hit so far.
These kids love to shoot the basketball. They can run and they can shoot the 3. That's what they do.
It's a good combo. I think Rick Pitino made a good use of that.
Ricky, that was maybe an alley-oop. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the play that they like to run to get Jamel easy layups, but
it seems like every game. Sorry to cut you off there.
No, that's right. Teams are starting to figure out that play. It's coming a lot harder than it once did.
It seems like every game we find ourselves talking about Jamel working a couple times inside, and then them forcing the ball to him after that. We have to go away from that. There's other guys in the team who can score. Look at Jamel just. This kid knows how to. he improves every game. His mechanics and his rebounding form improve every game.
And I mentioned how Mason took over in that Oyster River tournament, but
That's right.
Jamel was
look at
huge
Mason.
on the glass.
Mason carving up the Knights defense,
And
they're gonna count it.
is that continuation? I don't know, but
It's not the NBA, so I would hope not. But the Central fans are not pleased or possibly pleased. I can't tell. Most likely not pleased, seeing as it was an and one for the Skippers.
I'm stunned. They've got some loud fans. I'm impressed.
And now they are not counting the basket, Scotty. Initially it was called good. Now they're saying it was on the floor.
Yeah, that's probably the right call.
Yep. Lopez's three is deep, but guess who gets the rebound? Smiley, up and in.
Offensive rebounds, giving Skippers many second chance, even third chance opportunities to score, and they're taking advantage.
And a 21-14 Skippers lead with 6:44 to go in the first half. Redwood crossed up his a little bit. And the ball rolls over near us.
Is that Charlie's second rebound / assist of the game?
Charlie Marshall is filling it up. We'll see him get some minutes in the second half at this rate.
Coach Thomas can't keep him on the bench forever.
That's right.
I'm kind of surprised Central's slowing it up a little bit.
You know, Mason hit hard and he'll go to the line. You hate to see a team. Ball's on the floor. I'm jumping the gun on these shooting fouls, but he'll go. That is the sixth foul on the Knights with 6:25 to go in the first half still. So next foul, and they'll be shooting the rest of the way. Izzo inbound as he usually does. Out to Lopez. Smile looking to go inside. Lopez gets space to the hole. Nice take by Lopez.
Really nice take by Cord, who's not the biggest guy, but he made that floater drop.
He has a nose for the basket, and he sniffed out a bucket there, and it's a 23-14 Skipper lead. 6:05 to go in the first. Thomas right by Kenny. Good pass. And one, apparently.
Really nice play there by Central. They're getting in the lane, and they're really a great interior passing team. They're getting in the lane, and they're finding the open guys.
I think they're used to running up and down the court and pushing teams in transition, so I think their team is used to making decisions on the fly and making quick passes in the post. So you're going to see teams like this being good interior passing teams.
And how about your boy Dom Anderson,
My
number
boy
44?
Dom, the dump truck. Anderson and Sons Construction. Get him there, look at him. Right on cue, grabbing a rebound.
1 second, 1 rebound, not bad.
And up ahead, Redwood, the shot. And Coach Thomas not pleased with 5:45 to go, calls a timeout and a 23-16 Skipper lead. Yeah. Scotty, what have you liked out of North Kingstown so far?
So offensive rebounds, like we said, rebounding the ball. They've limited Central to one shot. They've gotten second and third chances on the offensive end. And if they control the backboards, I don't see how they can be stopped.
And the Skipper so far still yet to score a point outside of the paint. So
you know what?
What's
not broke? Don't fix it.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Who first said that, Scotty?
Was it you?
It could have been. I think it was a little before my time, but yeah.
We'll just say it's you.
Okay, give me the credit.
Absolutely.
But it's definitely working, and no reason for them to stop going inside now, right?
Exactly. And the other thing I'm kind of surprised with is how Central took their press off relatively quickly. I mean, besides Mason, the other guards I think would have trouble against such a tough defensive team like Central.
On the other end of the spectrum from if it ain't broke, don't fix it is if it is broke, you got to fix it right away.
That's a good point, but maybe they rushed it a little bit.
Well, North Kingstown is a very good team at breaking the press, probably more so than we saw some EWG. They weren't quite as good at breaking the press, so maybe something Central's not used to seeing. Quick team.
Wow.
Up and in by Redwood.
That's how you run a fast break.
Up and down the court in less than 5 seconds.
And the other thing, we can't be turning the ball over for North Kingstown.
No, that's one thing that's going to kill them. And suddenly just a 3-point lead, and there's a turnover, Scotty. Yep. Cannot happen.
No.
Look at the outlet passes by Central. Redwood tries to get by Kenny, can't. Thomas cutting and carving through the defense, no good. Almost tipped in, same team, and they lose the rebound out of bounds. It's going to stay here with the Knights. Smiley and Horn both went up for the same rebound, and they lost it out of bounds off of Smiley. A 3-point, 23-20 skipper lead with 5:01 to go. The ball comes into Redwood. Lopez on him. Number 10 for the Skippers on number 10 for the Knights.
You know, what NK was doing so successfully before, they seemed to get away from it because of turnovers, because of
They move the ball so well in the post. That's got to be Jamel's 12th rebound. His 10th. I'm a little excited.
You're a little excited, but 10 rebounds in the first
the first 12 minutes, fine.
Not bad at all.
On pace for over 20 boards already, Scotty. You can't ask for anything more than that.
You know,
Don't let Redwood get in transition. Coast to coast, no good. Thomas cleans it up and sets it up. And right back to the hole by Thomas. He jump ball. And always a threat to score. James Belcher back in the game for the Knights. He replaces Abraham Manjera. And Maxwell Duncan also back in the game for the Knights, and he's going to replace Chidi Amici.
Still on the court for the Skippers, Lopez, Kenny, Horn, Smiley, and Anderson.
A physical lineup for the Skippers against the smaller, speedier lineup for the
How about
Knights.
this? They're in the 2-3.
We didn't think we'd see a lot of zone, but Central hasn't shot many threes yet. They only shot one, and they missed it, so good call by Thomas. That shot short. Thomas gets his own rebound, and he's fouled.
That's the thing about the 2-3. You don't have a man, so it's harder to box out. Rebounds aren't as easy to come by.
And a 23-20 Skipper lead with 4 minutes to go in the first half. Thomas to the line, and his first, just like his jump shot, he just took. That free throw was also short. Mark Medeiros in the game, replacing Dom Anderson.
And like we say every time Mark comes in, he's looking to shoot the three
Secret
ball.
agent number 5. Where have you been all my life? Thomas's second free throw is good. Cuts a Skipper lead to 2. The Skipper lead, which was once as high as 9, is evaporated to 2, and just like that, a nick of time. And
there he is.
There's Medeiros, passes it up, back to Kenny for 3.
There
Got it!
Nice shot by Mason. Smart decision by Medeiros not to rush the shot right into the game.
And when Mason's open, he's got to take it because he can knock it down. And Central answers. It's Duncan for the Knights. And a 26-24 Skipper lead after the Central answer.
We're talking about a running gun, and now both teams are in a 2-3 zone.
It's strange. It's almost like, where's this game going? I mean, these teams are running up and down like it was some kind of track meet. We had the 400-meter dash, we had the relays going, everything going. And now they've taken off their track spikes. Medeiros for 3. Oh, deep. But Horn cleans it up. No good. Mangum with the rebound. And here's the upbeat style back, and Mangum.
Really nice ball movement there by Central.
And just like that, a Central lead, Scotty. Where's this come from?
You talked about their ability to shoot the 3 ball. North Kingstown might need to get out of that zone and go back inside, force the action, get it to Horn, get it to Smiley.
And Medeiros back to Kenny again. No good this time. And the rebound out to Redwood. Mason, good play. Mangum collects, slick pass to Thomas. Back out, Redwood gets a good look, and he traveled. Redwood probably should have taken that shot. He had about 2 feet of space to shoot that 3.
These Central fans have an elaborate cheering system.
I am completely entranced by their cheers, Scotty.
As am I. I think maybe the Black Plague should adopt some of these.
The Black Plague sitting.
They're silent.
Not talking much right now.
I'm a little disappointed.
The Knight contingent, not quite sure what their name is, but they are quite riled up. So let's see the Black Plague take some notes here and try and. The Black Plague has the ability to take over this game.
They do. I mean, you know, I'm kind of surprised that they're being intimidated by the Knights fans, but I think at the second half the game will stay close.
Some kind of problem here with the clock that they're working out, but how discouraging is it being the home team and hearing the away fans over the home fans at times?
Very discouraging, and that's why we count on the Black Plague to step up. And maybe
tough cross-court pass, Medeiros, he'll get him on their feet. Oh. Medeiros has been deep off the backboard on both of his three-point attempts. And Will cleans it up.
That a way to be a bulldog, Will.
And Belcher passes up the layup. Redwood passes up the 3 again. Mangum looks to go to the hole. Thomas in the corner right in front of us. That looks good, short. Looked good in the air. It was on line, but it was short.
Horn's still on pace for that 20 rebounds.
And I'm sure he'll get him. Good pass by Small.
There he is.
Oh my goodness gracious, 13 rebounds for Jamel Horn. It's
Nice
a baker's
pass.
dozen for Horn, up and in by Duncan.
Really nice pass by
Thomas not pleased on the sideline, wanting to travel, but the Skippers simply are not getting back in transition.
You know, and the layups that we're falling now aren't looking so.
Medeiros thought about it,
going
passed
down.
it up. You're absolutely right. Lopez tries the three. He got it. That's a big three by Cord. And the Skippers back in front by 2 with 1:30 to go in the first half. Thomas back to Redwood. Redwood will set it up. Duncan all alone on the post. Smiley seeming to forget about him with Duncan's size, but Duncan all alone. Deep three, no good. Smiley with the easy rebound. Smiley's first defensive rebound, which is surprising. You've got Horn with 13, you've got Brad with a few. Smiley's first defensive rebound, but 4 on the offensive end, so Will's still doing his job just fine. Will clears out space, we know that. Medeiros trying to get a shot off. Kenny soaking wet, Scotty.
Mason can really shoot the ball. He's stealing it. He's getting open looks. Knocking him down.
Back on top of the Skippers by 4 with 40 seconds to go in the first half. Mangum tries a three, and he's long. Kenny's got Lopez. Mangum trying to pick a side. Kenny will take it himself. And he's fouled. Good take by Mason.
Really strong take into the basket, and that's the first foul on Central since the 6-minute mark. So
yeah,
both teams have kind of slowed their aggressive pace that we saw from the start.
And kind of a strange how, as one team has shifted their style, so is the other. Now Central started to push again, and just like that, NK out in transition. So we'll see if they keep trying to match each other.
Exactly. Cat and mouse game.
And J.O. back in the game for Medeiros, who came in to do what his job is, which is to knock down threes, and he was just a little long. A little too much adrenaline for Medeiros, probably. Misses a couple threes, but we'll see what happens. He'll probably come back. Both the free throws good by Kenny, and the Skippers have stretched the lead to 6. 22 seconds to go, and Central will probably work for the last shot. 35-29 Skippers with 15 seconds to go in the first half. Mangum killing some clock, setting it up. He's got Smiley on him. 8 to shoot. Mangum clearly wants to shoot, finds Thomas backdoor, easy layup.
Real nice look.
That's not a way to end the half.
He's got great vision.
Kenny from half court almost made it. Maybe that would have brought the Black Plague to their feet.
That would have been incredible.
At the half, a 35-31 Skipper lead, and we'll be back in just a moment with our NK18 Skipper Sports Network halftime show. I'm 35-31 Skippers lead, and we'll have Scotty Anders here for the stats breakdown in a little bit, but right now I'm pleased to have Skippers' second team All-Division lineman Brent Semple with us. Brent, how you doing, man?
Pretty good. How about
Good
you?
to see you. And you know, we see you at all Skipper games. You're always here. You're definitely a force in the Black Plague. So, what does it mean? What do these Skipper games mean to you? Why do you like coming to these games?
You know, I've always liked basketball. I used to play basketball, and it's really fun just to come out and support and get loud and, you know, hopefully have a little bit of an impact on the game.
That's right. You guys gonna step it up in the second half? We're hearing all the Central fans are loud and proud over there, but you got to get the Black Sea on its feet. It's on you.
Yeah, they got some pretty good chants going on, so we got to match them somehow. I think we'll come up with something.
Dude, we know you got some chance up your sleeve. We know you got some chance there, Brent. So let's talk a little about you for a second. We got, like we said, your second team All-Division, and you're headed to Bryant next year.
Yeah.
Play football. So what are you gonna look to do there? What's that gonna hold for you?
Well, actually, it kind of opened up a little bit. URI, Bryant, actually a couple schools I've been looking at, but Bryant's probably the main school, and I'm hoping to play offensive line. Start as soon as I can and make an impact on that team because they just moved up to Division I AA.
Right.
You know, I'm pretty excited about my opportunity there.
So is Brian a definite at this point? Brian, are you committed or?
Yeah, I made a verbal commitment there, but you know, I'm still keeping all my options open because I think you need to do that because college is a big deal. So.
Definitely. So maybe LSU, Ohio State, some of those teams will step in there.
Yeah. I would
graduating.
like that. Yeah.
Maybe the Buckeyes could use you after last night. We won't talk about last night. We'll
one too many.
Hook on that one.
Yeah.
But all right, we're gonna just wrap it up here. But You know, you'll always be a skipper. I'm sure we'll see you back next year in the crowd, and the Black Sea's thrilled to have you. I'm sure we'll see you around, Brent. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
All right, buddy. We'll see you later. And we welcome Scotty Andrews back into the booth after a first half in which the lead ended up going back and forth after the Skippers were up by a lot early, Scotty, and now the lead back where it belongs in the hands of the Skippers, a 4-point lead for them.
You know, both teams changed up a lot. Their styles were who could switch to what style and who could affect the game positively
Right.
for their team. Both teams have done it successfully. Skippers have the lead right now, but could go either way right now with the way that three-pointers are falling.
Do you see the second half as being more of a, we talked about how the styles have been changing and how both teams have kind of been matching the other team's style and how one team has been dictating the pace. Do you see it being more of a transition game in the second half, or as people get tired, will it slip into more of a half-court game?
I think the coach of Central decided to slow it up a little, maybe save some gas for the second half. That way he can turn up the pressure and go with their MO of hard-nosed, aggressive, full-court defense.
I think if you're Central, not to sound too cliche, but you have to stay true to who you are. And when they ran in the first half, they were successful. When they were in the half-court set, not so much.
Exactly. I mean, they've hit some threes, but they've got to hit the open shots too to make things work for them.
And a little bit of a stats breakdown here. Who are the leading scorers for both teams?
Mason Kenny's leading NK with 11
He had a
points.
great first half.
He's really did. He's got 4 assists too. He's finding guys on the open floor. Jamel Horn though, only 3 points, but 13 rebounds, 7 on the offensive boards.
Unbelievable. On pace for 26 rebounds. Even I can do that math, Scotty. 26 boards.
26 boards. You can do that math.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. The important number is 13. He's got a baker's dozen. He's filling it up.
You know-
Jamel Horn's the X factor so far.
Really, offensive rebounds, huge factor. We're about to get started here in the second half, but Will Thomas is 9 points for Central. Belcher is 7. Mangum is 5.
Look for Mangum to take more shots in the second half as he needs to, as if the team especially stays behind. He'll try and put them on his back and take over the game, as we've seen Mason Choice do. We've seen guys like Mason Kenny do down the stretch. The good players put their teams on the back when they have to, so we'll see if Mangum can step it up when Central needs him the most.
Good point. NK starting with their normal lineup of Izzo, Kenny, Smiley, Horn, and Peterson.
And right away, Pearson's screening the basketball and clears out some space for Horn. But the basket's no good, and talked about Mangum, he's looking to push.
Yep, and find open guys.
Thomas,
drive
who
and
had a good
dish.
first half, dishes it off. That three is short.
Talking about getting defensive rebounds, can't give up second chance points.
And Thomas out of control of the basket, rebounded by Smiley. Kenny gets caught up by the press for the first time tonight, but doesn't turn it over because he's Mason Kenny.
And there they're looking to turn
And
it
what a
into,
pass by Kenny.
you don't take it from
Big
him.
rim with the finish.
He's gonna turn it into easy layups.
Mason Kenny makes things happen.
That's his 5th assist, you know. He's really looking to pass the ball, find open guys. It's not just about him filling up the score sheet.
Taking a page out of J.O.'s playbook with the razzle-dazzle pass there.
Absolutely.
Izzo back on Mangum. We saw Smile on Mangum a little bit in the end of the first half. Nice take.
Nice take among the tree of Jamal Horn.
And coincidentally, Redwood with the basket. Among the trees, Redwood scores. What do you know? One tree among other trees.
Yeah, I didn't know this was California.
Big Red loses the ball. A rare turnover by Peterson. Redwood again. And the Skippers scrambling for the ball. Kenny, he has Izzo, he has Peterson. Takes it himself. What a take by Kenny.
Really nice take there by Mason. He's having a heck of a ball game.
And that brought some of the members of the Black Sea to their feet for the first time. Well, one of the first times, one of the only times. Deep three by Redwood. Got it.
That was a big 3 right there. I thought NK might have a chance to pull away a little bit, but once again, it's a 3-point game.
And a 6-point Skipper lead cut in half. 39-36 Skippers with 14 minutes to go in the second half. Smiley back out to Kenny. He'll set it up. Kenny's so calm and cool with the pressure. Pearson looks like he traveled. Mangum, again, he's touching the ball every possession. Nice take.
Really nice take there. And turnovers. Turnovers are allowing them to stay in the game and get extra chances to score.
And the Skippers on the opposite end of the spectrum cannot afford to turn the ball over. They need to run their half-court set, get the ball inside, and just take care of the basketball. Smiley going baseline, clears out space. Will
Nice.
Smiley clears out space. Redwood skip pass up ahead. Thomas back out for Almeida. He's fouled. And with a 3-point, 41-38 skipper lead, Almeida goes to the line for two. That's the third on Big Red, Scotty.
You know, like he's not really gotten a chance to get in the rhythm of the game tonight. He's gotten a couple easy layups, but he's been on the bench in foul trouble. So he'll have to come out. J.O. will come in and replace him. And he'll have to take a timeout on the bench.
I'm sure we'll see him back. It's just, you got a 3-point lead now, and we talked about the rotation by Thomas of the big men. You've still got Horn and Smile in there. They'll still be able to play in the post.
Exactly. I mean, that's what makes this team one of the best in the state is they don't have one big guy. They've got three.
Right. And all of whom seem equally capable. And different players step up different nights, and that is a sign of a championship caliber basketball team.
No question about it. If the NK is going to be successful, it's because they've got the three-headed monster inside, and then they got Mason. They've got a great team. You know, it's impressive.
Teams win championships, not players, Scotty. Keith, 3 by Kenny is good. Right in front of us, we had a great view of it, and it was dead on by Kenny. A 44-38 skipper lead, 13 minutes to go here. There's Mangum in the corner, still working on Izzo. Good job by Izzo on Mangum. Izzo just doesn't get beat. No one gets by Nate.
Wow, nice little
Floater.
floater.
That's Thomas.
He's a real nice scorer. I'm impressed by him.
He's a good player.
He didn't get the tout coming into this game that
No.
that guys like Mangum did.
Right.
But he's putting
J.O. for 3, he got it! And the playmaker is back at it.
That 3 from Justin O'Connor awakes the skipper bench.
And quiets the Central fans for the first time tonight. And we'll go to the timeout with a 47-40 skipper lead.
The thing I like to see from Central is they got to keep turning up the pressure. I mean, their game is to force North Kingstown into turnovers on the full court press. They've got to try and take Mason out of the game, force someone else to bring the ball up the court, and then maybe force turnovers from him because Mason's not turning it over. Mason's
ability to beat the press is unmatched from, I'm sure, anything Central's seen this year.
I'm kind of surprised they're just allowing him to beat the press so easily.
He hasn't. I don't know if it's them letting him to do it easily or just the fact that Mason's so calm under pressure that
that's true.
He makes it seem easy.
It's true. But do you think if they put maybe a guy on him,
what about throw Mangum on him? Put
deny the ball?
On him. Yeah, a bigger athletic guy on him.
Not caught off guard. We were caught off guard.
And Mangum swatted.
Jamel Horn's just doing everything tonight.
Jamel Horn makes plays. 14 rebounds to go along with 2 blocks for Horn, and now they reward him in the post. Good pass by Horn. He really does do it all.
An assist too. Throw that down there.
Are we gonna see a triple-double tonight? Are we gonna see a quadruple-double tonight, Scotty? Nice take by Redwood. Does not go down. Rebound Smiley. Kenny has Izzo and Horn. Sorry, J.O. with the rebound.
Oh!
Izzo swatted by Mangum.
Good hustle to get back on defense. You know what? And we've got a guy that thinks he's a superstar in front of us.
An ABC6 cameraman from the very studio I intern at, Scotty.
Oh wow. Maybe I should be quiet. But it's no NK18.
That's right. Horn, what a move!
And a real nice use of the left hand. Nice adjustment in midair.
Up and in by Horn, and I guess they're hearing about their rival, Cox Channel NK18, and ABC shows up because we're taking some of their ratings, I guess. And that's Izzo's 3rd foul. He can't start to slap around Mangum. He's done such a good job. You can't get tired now. You can't.
He's got to stay out of foul trouble. He's got to stay on the court. They're going to have to take him out now, give him a little blow.
Lopez will check into the game for Izzo after the free throw.
Up by 11 with 11:33 to go. This is going to be an important marker in the game. We'll see if Central can cut into this lead.
And with Izzo out, who picks up Mangum here? Is it going to be Big Red? Big Red's not in the game. Is it Will? Will probably will. Will out of him in the end of the first half.
Yeah, I mean that's a good choice, I would think.
But it also probably plays to Central's advantage a little bit because that'll mean Smiley will have to play the perimeter a little more.
Smiley, right. Izzo's quicker. Smiley's more of a post guy. That definitely favors Central.
But Smiley can play the perimeter just fine.
I'm sure Central would rather have Smiley guarding Mangum than Izzo, though.
Well, and on the other end of things, you'll have Smiley taking Mangum into the post maybe on when. Oh man, Mangum.
Do you want that guy in the post? If I'm Central's coach, I do. The way he's blocking those shots.
Maybe if you're the Skippers, you want Smiley to be out on the perimeter with him because
draw him away from the basket.
that's 2 blocks in the last 2 possessions on Izzo and Smiley. And Marshall, the stat stud, almost hauls in his 3rd rebound, but it gets away from him. And the cameraman up close and personal in the action right now. Talking to the ref a little bit. We got some in-depth camera work right now.
More or less on the court.
It's a little close.
Oh, tapping.
Yup! And 1 maybe?
Maybe.
Let's give the kid a 4-point play. He got hit. And all of a sudden, a 54-41 lead for the Skippers with 11 minutes to go. They have pushed this lead from 4 to 13 in a matter of 5 minutes.
Really impressive start to the second half. Doing exactly what they want. And know what, hitting the 3 ball, which we haven't seen much of this year. But the more they hit the 3, that just expands the defense that the other team has to play.
And we talked about the Skipper team developing a killer instinct and being able to finish off games when they have the chance, and they have been doing that.
Exactly. That was the key to beating South Kingstown. That's probably why they lost to Rogers. They didn't finish them off.
They had Rogers on the ropes and could not finish that game down the stretch.
And that's the only loss they have.
Right. I think they've learned a lesson since then. I'm sure Coach Thomas gave him an earful after that game, and all of a sudden, bam, killer instinct. What do you know?
And they're just rolling, you know. And
with the ball up 13, 10:41 to go in the in the ball game.
And it looks like they're going to keep on rolling here.
And they're in the half-court set because they can. They don't have to run. They want to kill clock. And they're going to look to work the ball to Jamel Horn in the post. And O'Connor takes it himself, tipped in by Horn.
Really nice tip in. All over the backboards.
And the horn is certainly blaring tonight, Scotty. Nice move by Mangum. But guess what? Rebound, Jamel Hope knocked out of his hands.
Jamel's had some active games this season, but by far this is his best game of the year, no question about it. He's had some other good games, but he's doing everything tonight.
16 rebounds for Jamel Horn.
He's definitely going to get that double-double. He's got how many points now? He's on his way, definitely.
He is well on his way to a double-double. We've seen him passing the ball, blocking shots, maybe a quadruple-double tonight at Lenore Cranston Gymnasium. Maybe. That's getting ahead of ourselves a little bit, but a man can dream, right?
Exactly, exactly.
And I can't overstate what I've seen out of Mason Kenny so far, Scotty. He doesn't make mistakes, and that's how you become a star player and a leader. You take care of the basketball, and you lead your team when you have to.
This was a big game. Both teams really impressive. Impressive so far with this in the season. Who is going to step up? Mason and Jamel stepped up, no question, tonight.
And Central star player coming in the game, Mangum, on the other end, hasn't so far. A couple big plays on the defensive end, but offensively hasn't been there.
Give him credit, Izzo. He's got a lot of assists. He's done a lot passing the ball, but Izzo's done a good job shutting him down.
You can definitely credit Izzo for his lack of scoring so far.
Nice
Great pass by J.O. Up and in by Smiley.
J.O. loves to pass.
All of a sudden,
assist than basket, I think.
The Skipper tornado has put them out to a 58-41 lead. Check that, 58-43 lead after the Belcher basket.
And here comes the pressure from Central.
And that's 8 for Belcher, coming off a 30-point game against EWG. Lopez had Horn, pulled it back, goes baseline, he went out of bounds.
You know what? They got a 15-point lead. Got to play smart. Can't turn the ball over.
Absolutely.
Just get shots. It's gonna be the key to putting them away, like we've been saying. Killer instinct.
And we're approaching dagger territory here, Scott. Dagger territory, where a big 3 or a big play by the Skippers here can put them well on the way to icing this basketball game. 9 minutes to play. We're gonna go under 9 minutes. Next possession, I got ahead of myself. A 58-43 Skipper lead, and it'll stay with the Knights. Almeida inbounds, and O'Connor on Mangum. Mangum right by O'Connor, but tipped away. Good hands by Smiley. Recovered by Almeida.
Nice tip there by Cord.
Good under control ball handling by Kenny. Artfully carving through the defense. Smiley just can't put it away. And now Thomas the other way. Good foul by JL.
Really good foul. Had the breakaway. Forced him to take the ball out of bounds. Don't want to give up any free buckets.
And the Red Mountain rebound, checking back in the game for the Skippers. He's replacing Jamel Horn, who gets a warm hand from the
really
Skipper
does.
faithful.
You know, they don't give out too many huge applauses, but he's getting a big one tonight.
And well deserved. If 16 boards doesn't get you a round of applause, I don't know what does. Mangum to the rack. He carried and he was blocked by Pearson on the tail end of that play.
I've seen him carrying the ball all night. Whether it's going to be called, I don't know.
It's a play that you don't see called very often, whether it's high school, college, or the pros.
It's such an inconsistent call. They let you get away with it all game, and then all of a sudden they call it once.
I don't love it. If you're not going to call it early, don't call it now, you know?
Yeah.
Smiley, up and in.
Will's done a real nice job finishing around the basket tonight like he always does, getting those buckets around the rim.
And I know we talk about it a lot, but Smiley clears out space. He's got 3 guys around him, next thing you know, enough space to go up for the layup.
He's got wiry strength, no question about it.
Nice
really
take by Belcher.
Really nice pass there.
And Smiley filling it up quietly with 16 points. He's masterfully chipping away in the offensive end. J.O. pulls up. No good. Rebound, Brad. The ball got knocked away. Big Red's got to get back. Up ahead to Thomas. He's been slick the whole night, and no good. Rebound, Peterson. Hands off to Kenny, who will bring it up. Again, completely unfrazzled by the pressure. Good pass by Lopez. Smiley up and under and in. 18 points now for Will Smiley.
Will Smiley all of a sudden is just scoring every basket.
And
he's layups and he's putting them in.
The three-headed monster, as you call it, the Skippers big one have done a great job tonight, and Coach Thomas has to be pleased. Their advantage was inside, their advantage was their height, and they're using their advantage. And with that Thomas basket, a 62-47, a 15-point Skipper lead with 7 minutes to go here in the ballgame. Good hustle by Pearson to the floor. No foul call. Mangum collects to Thomas.
You know, Brad Peterson taking the ball up against pressure isn't what NK wants at all.
No, and it's exactly what Central wants. There's no reason for Mason Kennedy to not touch the ball every time with the press. And there you go. Kenny splits the defense and gets fouled. Thomas trying to rally the troops on the sideline.
You know, Brad's had a couple of balls go by him. He had a turnover. He's coming out here.
And we talked about them trying to put the Knights away, and 13 points, still a comfortable lead, but they're 4 points more back in the game than they were a minute ago.
Excuse me, I said Peterson was coming out. Smiley and Justin O'Connor came out of the game.
Replaced by Izzo and Horn. Kenny being guarded by Almeida. Good pick by Horn. Horn screens, rolls to the basket, and it's going to go off. Peterson.
A little bit out of control there. Trying to do too much. You got the shot clock, you got the lead.
That's right. Kill clock, take care of the basketball.
Get good shots.
Yep.
What was Smiley saying to you, Alex, as he walked by?
I think he was saying something along the lines of, that was a bad call by the ref. I think I paraphrased that a little bit.
Oh,
but,
was that it?
Yeah. Smiley not pleased from the sideline, but...
Another rebound from the man that you call Blair. Blair the Horn.
That's right. And 17 rebounds for Horn. And I'm going to be blaring the horn all night, and for good reason. This kid's really cleaning the glass. I guess the Skipper signed Charles Barkley. We must have missed that Sports Flash on ESPN. But you get the Sports Flash first here on the Skipper Sports Network, NK18.
You got this stat stud over there. He's got 3 pieces of paper. He's all over the place. He's got assists. He's marking everything down.
He's been called the stat stud, the secretary of stat, the sultan of stat,
the sergeant of stat.
Call him whatever you want. He's Charlie Marshall. We love him. He's a valuable asset to our program. And we have a dance competition of sorts going on in the audience. And
too bad our cameraman can't can't get you a visual, but trust me, you'd love to see it.
It's all right. We'll try and describe it. There's a little kid with some serious moves.
Oh, wow.
That kid is my hero. Look at him bust a move.
And we're about to get back to the basketball.
Sorry, I got distracted.
Obviously, this is the second event of the night because dancing in the crowd is much more important. But
you always give me a slice of humble pie just when I need it, Scotty. Thank you.
Scott Belichick?
Scott Pioli? We can use your name.
Oh, good point. You're always one step ahead of me.
Don't flatter me, Scotty. I don't need that. Smiley to the basket. That's 20 for Will. And Will Smiley has come to play tonight. 7 assists now for Kenny. Up and in by Duncan. And the Knights sticking around. They keep it a 13-point Skipper lead with 5:25 to go. And the foul's on Almeida.
See, they're trying to force Mason into turning it over, but what would be more successful for Central would be if
They haven't gotten the
deny-
memo, Scotty. He doesn't do that.
He doesn't. No, he doesn't. They got to deny Mason the ball at all costs, and then just not doing that.
And guess what brings the Black Sea to their feet? The ABC6 cameraman. They got a shot to be on quote-unquote cable television, and next thing you know, they're standing up.
There's no question what the elite program of the basketball game is, and it's
That's right.
not ABC6. No offense. I know you intern there. Ken Bell, if he gets in trouble, it's all Scott Andrews.
No, it's all love for me. I love ABC6, but my loyalties are obviously with the Skipper Sports Network, NK18, Scotty. You know that. Come on. Thomas to the rim, and he was fouled on the way by. Izzo continues to do a good job locking up Mangum.
Jamel's first. Long inbounds.
It's going to be Redwood bringing it up. I guess they're trying to get Mangum some looks, and you know Thomas was doing the ball handling duties early, but now I think he shot the ball so well they want to get him looks at shooting guard. And Mangum going to the hole and getting fouled. We talk about good players taking over when they have to, and Mangum trying to do that. And good players get to the line down to the stretch. Guess where Mangum is right now? At the stripe. And Thomas talking some things over. That's Coach Aaron Thomas, not Thomas for the Knights. Talking things over for. I'm pretty sure they're not related.
I would think not.
Talking things over with Corda Lopez, and Lopez back, calling some plays out to his Skipper teammates as Mangum's free throw coming. And it's no good again. Mangum misses both. And players go to the floor.
Timeout Central.
Thomas wanted a jump ball, but you call it, Scotty. Timeout Central. And we go to the timeout. It'll be a full timeout. 4:34 to go. A 64-51 Skippers lead. What is the one key for the Skippers down the stretch here to close this game out?
Free throw shooting, not turning the ball over.
Yep.
Central's going to try and force turnovers here with only 4 minutes remaining.
I think it's turnovers.
You know, I mean, they're going to turn up the pressure. You can't turn the ball over. Can't give them extra chances. You just run your offense, get open looks, use the shot clock. They can't stop you.
It seems that the lead built so fast that they're still playing like they're up 4 or 5, and not like they're up by as much as 17. You know what I mean?
You know, and that's not a bad thing. You don't want to. You have the lead. You don't want to just turn off the offense.
Knights guard Maxwell Duncan being taken to the locker room by assistant coach Frank Rose, and must have tweaked something. We missed it. Didn't look like it was a visible on-court injury, but something is tweaked, something's hurting, and the wonderful Skipper medical staff, I'm sure, will get right to him in the locker room.
No question, the Skipper training facility is one of the best in the state.
Top notch, Scotty. Only the best here.
Absolutely. That's why you're one of the top 250 schools in the country.
I think it's 500 actually.
This is true.
But you know
Someone
what?
was trying to tell me because we're silver that makes us silver instead of bronze. We're in the top 250 echelon.
It's confusing, but Gerald Foley and company proud that We are top 500 no matter where we are in that top
and as
500.
Alex, the editor-in-chief of this school newspaper, Alex coined the phrase "proud pop-up Mr. Gerald Foley."
Gerald Foley is a proud papa. You look at him. Look at him standing over there in the corner right now. He's beaming with pride. His skippers are winning. He's got a beautiful school, a beautiful gym. What more could a guy ask for? What more could a principal ask for? Maybe, excuse me, maybe a skipper state championship. I don't know.
It's been a while since we got one of those. I'm looking up. It's 1990.
It goes back a while. Was 90 the last year? 1990 was the last year. We're in a 17-year drought. I have a strong feeling this could be the year to end it. This is a very talented basketball team. Lopez will set it up with 15 to shoot. A 12-point, 64-52 skipper lead. 4 minutes to go here. We'll go under 4 minutes. It seems as though Duncan has some kind of eye injury, got poked in the eye, and he's out of the locker room now.
Shot clock's running out. Let it go.
Kenny gets it off. Didn't hit rim. It'll be a shot clock violation.
Yeah, it looks like
Duncan got poked in the eye or something like that.
It appears that way. He's carrying some ice around his eye.
But he'll be all right. He's a basketball player. Redwood off to Thomas. Thomas getting a lot of looks at shooting guard. Redwood straight on from three. Need it. No good. Smiley. Nice rebound.
Smiley.
Kenny's got Peterson. Overhead. Great pass. The phone. He schools the backboard.
The no-look pass from Mason. What a pass.
And Pearson showing off a little bit, slapping the backboard after he made the layup with his left hand. Turns out that was the central player.
Travel on the play. And all of a sudden, North Kingstown's looking to put the dagger in this one.
And with 3:23 to go, a stop and a made basket pretty much does it.
Those threes that we talked about, those threes, making the layups, that's been the key to building up this lead.
They just got the stop. Let's see if the made basket part's to come. It is. Izzo coast to coast.
Izzo gets in the score column for tonight's game.
And Izzo's really picked up his game on the offensive end. Only 2 tonight, but he's looked a lot more confident on offense. And the basket is good by the Knights, a 14-point skipper lead. Good outlet pass by Izzo. Smiley takes a hit, takes 2 hits, and he is swatted by Almeida. That gets the Central fans back to their feet, but it's just a block, and they are down by 14, and the ball did go out of bounds.
Maybe you should tell them that. Should we go? Let's have Alex make an announcement.
I don't want any trouble.
Of course you don't.
Kenny from the corner passes it up. Lopez, he'll set it up. He's got Redwood is a good defender. Just as I say that, Lopez right by him off the Horn. Horn's got to go up with that. Good aggressive take by Kenny.
Yep, and he'll go to the line. 2 shots. 2:42 to go, up by 14.
These free throws will just about do it, wouldn't you say?
More or less. I mean, up by 14.
A 16-point, if he makes these a 16, or even if he makes one, a 15-point lead. It's a lot to ask in 2 minutes and 42 seconds.
Yes, he did. He did say 3-2.
The Central coach pointing out the foul is actually on number 32, Amici. And all that withstanding, Kenny's first free throw is good. The skipper lead is stretched to 15. And Kenny's second free throw, no good.
20 for Mason.
Mason now with 20 points. The good players pile it up, and Mason certainly fills that category out.
Foul there on Nate. Could have had a chance for a charge there, just didn't move his feet quick enough. And J.O.'s going to come in.
It's 4 on his. And that is the 8th skipper team foul, so with 2:37 to go, the Knights will be shooting the rest of the way. Only 4 team fouls for the Knights. I think that shows that they've played less aggressively in the second half.
Exactly. I mean, their bread and butter is that pressure defense. they didn't do a good job of forcing anybody but Mason to bring the ball up the court, and Mason, the great ball handler he is, was able to just abuse them, getting layups for his teammates. How many assists does he have tonight? Really sharing the ball
Mason
well.
has 7 assists.
7, wow.
He just got his 8th assist, actually, so Mason's now with 8 assists. And speaking of Mason, what a cut to the basket. Dishes off to Smiley. Tough roll. And the 14-point lead is cut to 12 with 2:16 to go, and Thomas scores for the Knights, and Thomas calls a foul for the calls a timeout for the Skippers. No, he didn't. Central called a timeout.
Don't jump the gun there, Alex.
Sorry.
It's all right. And we talk about NK and how there's rolling. You know, win after win after win. Confidence on this team has got to be soaring. Whoever our player of the game is, we've got to talk to him about how confident they must be. They must not think they can lose.
I think Jamel Horn's got a pretty good grasp on that right now.
I would think so. But I mean, other guys, we've got two other guys with 20 points.
That's right.
It's really been a great team effort.
Should be one of your tougher decisions of the year, but I think you're up to the challenge.
Yeah, I'll have to talk it over with this stat stutter. You know, stat stutter, excuse me.
Speaking of stutter, Scotty, what are you doing?
Oh, well, I can't believe that one.
You said it.
You're right, I said I might have. Maybe Charlie should replace me.
Let's not push it.
He's the stat stud.
That's right.
And I'm gonna review with him when we go over the stats, and we'll definitely have a player of the game. It's not gonna be an easy decision.
And I'm sure you'll be just fine. And, you know, a 12-point lead against a very good Central team is impressive, but you think about how many layups the Skippers have missed tonight, and this could easily be a 20-point lead. Not to take anything away from the lead they've built, but they're outplaying Central in every aspect. J.O. crosses up Almeida, off to Smiley, up and under, nice move.
Smiley's made that same move a couple of times. Really looks comfortable using the basket to defend against the block shot.
Took the words right out of my mouth. And not even a start of that time out of you, nice work.
Thank you, Alex.
Kenny had Lopez.
Steal there for Mason, and they can just look to use clock here with a 14-point lead and 90 seconds to go.
And Kenny's ball handling has been carving up the Knight defense the whole night. And they call the push
On Jamel.
I think it was on J.O.
It's getting a little chippy here. Refs are trying to get control
There's
of the
a little
game.
pushing, and we just heard the refs sternly apprehend Almeida for the Knights, telling him that if that happens again, it's going to be him getting the foul, not O'Connor. O'Connor has Smiley. When's he going to dish it? He doesn't. Sets it up. Thomas tried to call a timeout. You can't afford to be out of control and turn the ball over when you're up by 14 late.
66 seconds to go. Let's just try and run the clock and end the game.
Almeida hits a big three. As big as they get, down by 14, but he cuts the lead to 11.
You know, and it's not going to make a huge difference here. NK can really just look to...
Maybe we spoke too soon. A three here, and we got a ball game. This goes in, we got a game. And the rebound, Mangum collects it and scores.
Still down by 9, 40 seconds left. NK's got to just hang on and walk away with the win here.
That little 5-point spurt by the Knights in the last 36 seconds or so.
Shows you
26 seconds.
Can't take time off.
Right.
Can't get lazy. Got to stay focused. Can't turn the ball over.
And this 5-point spurt has gotten to a point where it was a foregone conclusion, and now it's not. It's not completely unattainable at this point. It's not likely, but it's not completely out of reach.
I can't remember too many 40-second comebacks where you're down by 9 points.
Pacific was down by 10 to 20.
You look at the Pacific over there on the West Coast, took down the Friars a few years ago in the NCAA tournament. You look at them, they had
That was
comeback of 10 points in under a minute. Not against the Friars.
Oh.
I'm just saying that's what people around here might know them.
Oh, okay.
But they had a 10-point comeback with under a minute to go. You look at the Indiana Pacers. I remember that game back in the day. The Indiana Pacers down by 8 with something like 40 seconds left.
The Duke-Maryland game where Jason Williams put them on his back, carried them on to the national championship.
Jason Williams was your boy. He was your first jersey, if I'm not wrong.
That's a true statement.
Scotty Andrews' first jersey. You heard it here first. Jason Williams, and our thoughts go out to him, of course, with he's recovering from the motorcycle injury, but we are completely off track.
Exactly. Back to basketball.
Smiley to invent. Well, that was basketball, but
North
just
Cranston,
not skipper basketball.
Gymnasium basketball.
It's all about the
alley-oop?
LAC gymnasium, Scotty.
Jamel was thinking alley-oop, but another turnover.
Unnecessary, and now they can cut it to 7 or 6 points here. Mangum to the rim, no good. Gets his own board. He's fouled. Steps down the line.
I don't know why he didn't attack the basket to score more during the game. He really did a great job passing.
In the last minute, he's played more aggressively than he has the whole game.
He looked
Not something you want to see out of your star player. The alley-oop to Horn. Oh, what a collection by Horn.
Just hung up in the air. Not a great pass, but he'll get Mason the assist anyway.
And where can you get hands like that? I want to go buy a pair, Scotty. I don't think Walmart sells those.
And the Skippers are going to finish out
And
this.
J.O. will dribble it out. And it's an 11-point, 73-62 Skipper victory. Now the fans are on their feet. And the Skippers remain undefeated in Division I play with an impressive victory over a very quick, very athletic Central Knights Ball Club. Scotty, your thoughts?
Really nice win. Guys stepped up that needed to. Mason, Jamel, Will Smiley, all a heck of a game. And I know the fans are all excited about this win. The players, too. They just keep on rolling with W after W.
And look at Jamel with 17 rebounds. And we'll be back with a complete stats wrap-up in just a moment. For Charlie Marshall and Scotty Andrews, I'm Alex Issa on the NK18 Skipper Sports Network. And we're back on NK18 for the post-game wrap-up show brought to you by Red Bull. Thanks to Justin O'Connor. And Scotty, it was a game where it was going to be a game of styles. Which style was going to hold out, and I think the Skippers really played to their strengths and went inside when they had to and got Central out of the transition game.
The rebounding differential between the two teams really told the story in the game. Jamel, 17 rebounds, like you'll tell us. He'll give us a stat breakdown, but he had a heck of a game on the boards. And NK was just able to do whatever they wanted offensively. And
you had Mason with 11 points at the half. He finished with 20 and 9 assists. Will Smiley with a great game. He had a huge second half. He was, I'd say all of his points were in the paint as they usually are. He was going up and under, using the rim to block off the defender often. And Will cleared out space when he had to, and he scored when he had to. And he finished with 22 points and 8 rebounds. And of course, our Scotty Andrews, featured player of the game, Jamel, might as well call him Jamel Rebounds. Might as well be his name. Jamel Horn, 9 points, 17 rebounds, Scotty.
You know, he did it all, not just rebounds, not just points, but he had a couple assists, couple block shots.
Yep.
Just doing it all.
We thought he was on his way to a quadruple double there, a couple points, but not quite. That was wishful thinking, but still, you cannot overstate the 17 rebounds and the physical presence inside that he had the whole game.
Exactly. He was just attacking the rim, attacking the basket, and they didn't have someone that could match up with him.
And you had a lot of players getting in the scoring column. Izzo got in the scoring column, and we should talk about Nate Izzo and the defense he played on Mangum, because that was a big factor, especially in the second half when people's legs were tired. Neither team was running anymore. There wasn't as much transition basketball, but in the half court, Nate Izzo did a good job controlling their best player.
Yeah, I mean, time after time, he locked down Suarez, he locked down Mason Choice. It's like whoever their best guy is, Nate's getting him, and he's doing a great job on him.
with EWG.
Good point. I wasn't there to see him. I'm sure you saw.
My apologies.
No, it's fine. I'm sure you saw him do a great job on him.
He did a great job on Storty. Yep. And so we had a lot of players who contributed. We talked about how the
Cord had a big three. How about the couple threes we hit in the second half?
We haven't even talked. How about J.O.?
You know, he hit another three.
J.O. hit a huge three. You know, suddenly, J.O.'s our shooter now. You know, we got might as well call him J.J. for J.J. Redick or something like that. I don't know. It's maybe a bit of a stretch.
I think he'd love that nickname.
Yeah. But J.O. hits the shots when he has to, and when he's open, he can knock down a three, and that's what you want to ask out of a good guard. And J.O. handles the ball. He had a couple great passes tonight, and J.O. I can't even think of any turnovers yet. I know Mason didn't turn the ball over because Mason was fantastic
Yeah,
tonight.
we hit only a couple turnovers for the team.
Right.
And coming into the game, what was our 2 keys to the game?
Turnovers and rebounding, Scotty.
And it looked like those 2 things went NK's way, and they walked away with the big win at home.
And
We'll be back again for Cranston West on
Thursday
night.
And you can watch us tomorrow.
Wednesday.
Actually, it's going to be today. You can, if you're watching, you're already watching. I don't even know what I'm saying. But for the Thursday broadcast, I'll be airing Friday on Cox Channel 18, NK18, the Skipper Sports Network, and we'll be back in just a moment with Jamel Horn.
And I'm now standing with Jamel Horn, the player of the game with 9 points, 17 rebounds. Jamel, how did you feel about your performance?
First half, I missed a lot of layups, but I just decided to rebound the ball and forget about scoring.
How do you feel that North Kingstown basketball team is now rolling pretty steadily right now, winning a lot of games in a row?
Yeah, we're doing good. We just got to keep it going, and that's about it. Just keep going.
And with the Cranston West game on Thursday, how do you feel? What's your keys to get a win against Cranston West?
They got some big guys, so Coach said get the ball down low, try to challenge the big guys, and get to the hole.
Well, congratulations on your great game, Jamel. And that is Jamel Horn, the player of the game.
And I'm Alex Issa back here with Scotty Andrews. And Scotty, Jamel had a great game inside, but I think the key to the game was probably that all the big men had great games inside, including Brad and Will.
Everyone had a great performance tonight inside. Key to the victory was rebounding, like we've been saying all night. They got great rebounding from Horn, Peterson. Will Smiley stepped up in the second half with a tremendous points, 20. How many?
He finished with 22 and 8 boards.
That's an impressive night.
And the Skippers dominated the glass the whole night. And we talked about their ability to not turn the ball over. They did not turn the ball over in the second half. I don't know if that's literal, but it seemed like it. And Mason Kenny, his calm, cool, and collectedness with the press, he's definitely dealt with pressure before, and he kept the Skippers in the basketball game and pushed the lead when he had to.
He doesn't make stupid passes. He doesn't turn the ball over, and he gives NK a chance to score and win every time out.
Right, and people are star players for a reason, and Mason Kenny has certainly earned his stripes, and he took care of the ball tonight and took care of a Skipper's victory. Scotty, it's been a pleasure, and we'll be back here in just a couple of days. We'll be back here tomorrow, Thursday.
We will be back Thursday.
We'll be back on the air Friday, but we'll literally be there Thursday.
If you want to come out and join the Black Sea, it'll be Thursday night here at Lenore Cranston, 7 o'clock.
That's right, and we'll be here, and so will all your favorite Skipper players. It's been great here with you guys, and for Scotty Andrews and our Sultan of Stat, Secretary of Stat, whatever you want to call him, our stat guy, Charlie Marshall, I'm Alex Issa for NK18, the Skipper Sports Network. See you next time.